Sampling design issues are a part of research design process. By this point in the research process, the researcher has identified the information needs of the study, as well as the nature of the research design. Furthermore, the researcher has specified the scaling and measurement procedures and has designed the questionnaire. The next step is to design suitable sampling procedures. Chapter 12 addresses three basic questions in the sampling design phase. Should a sample be taken? If so, what process should be followed? What kind of sample should be taken? Researcher can obtain information about the characteristics of a population by conducting either a sample or a census. Samples tend to be preferred because of budget and time limits, large population size, and small variances in the characteristics of interest. Sampling also is preferred when the cost of sampling error is low, the cost of non-sampling error is high, the nature of measurement is destructive, and attention must be focused on individual cases. The opposite conditions favor the use of a census. Sampling design begins by defining the target population in terms of elements, sampling units, extent, and time. The sampling frame should be determined. A sampling frame is a list of the elements of the target population. Directions for constructing the sampling frame should also be included. Sampling techniques are applied to the sample frame to develop the eventual sample. The sample size is determined based on both quantitative and qualitative considerations. Finally, execution of the sampling process requires detailed specifications for each step in the process. Sampling techniques can be classified as non-probability and probability techniques. Non-probability sampling techniques rely on the researcher's convenience and/or judgment. Consequently, they do not permit an objective evaluation of the precision of the sample results, and the estimates cannot be projected to the larger population. The commonly used non-probability sampling techniques include convenience sampling, judgmental sampling, quota sampling, and snowball sampling. In probability sampling techniques, sampling units are selected by chance. Each sampling unit has a non-zero chance of being selected, and the researcher can pre-specify every potential sample of a given size that could be drawn from the population. The researcher can pre-specify the probability of selecting each sample. It also is possible to determine the precision of the sample estimates and inferences and make projections to the target population. Probability sampling techniques include simple random sampling, systematic sampling, stratified sampling, and cluster sampling. The choice between probability and non-probability sampling should be based on the nature of the research, degree of error tolerance, relative magnitude of sampling and non-sampling errors, variability in the population, and statistical and operational considerations. Non-probability as well as probability sampling techniques can be implemented on the Internet, with the respondents being pre-recruited or tapped online.